I know y'all can tell from the thumbnail, y'all are getting ready to be mad at me, but that's okay. Just keep watching.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine Season 5, Episode 14. And like I said, I know from the daggone thumbnail, y'all can see y'all gonna be mad at me. Because I'm getting ready to uphold her. You know, I'm going to do it. And it just is what it is. So just be prepared to start y'all. You know what y'all do. It's no problem. But when she's wrong, she's wrong. And when she's right, she's right. And all that little stuff in between, we just gonna fight. That's all. It is what it is. Let's start talking about Married to Medicine. Let's go on and get it on, honey. Somebody ring the bell. Okay, so first we see Dr. Jackie, and she's actually talking to Toya and Eugene, and they're talking about life changes and food choices and things like that. And it had to do with Eugene and that blood pressure situation. They didn't give, I don't think they gave enough time to it. There should have been more time given to it, but you know, we get the gist of it. We know it's more important than what they actually led on in this little piece. They should have gave more time to that. But yeah, because that's a big, high blood pressure is a big thing in the African American community. It's really not a joke, and a lot of us do suffer with it. So I think they should have gave more time to it. But you know, whatever. They're usually really, really on it, so it's cool. Jewel and Heavenly. I said I was getting tired of Jewel and Heavenly. Jewel made some sense this time, though, because she basically told Heavenly about the whole, you know, Heavenly was talking to Jewel about the whole situation in Barbados. And Jewel finally came out and told Heavenly, but you're wrong. You are wrong. Because that's the thing. Did you all notice? Heavenly don't be thinking that she's wrong about nothing that she does until Jewel Taker tells her that she's wrong. Did you notice that? She really does trust what Jewel has to say to her. But she got issues because she ain't learning nothing. She told her, you cannot ask people to do things that you won't do. And that was the whole issue with this mess in Barbados, because Heavenly was asking them to answer questions she wouldn't answer, asking them to stand in front of the people in a vulnerable state that she wouldn't do. And Jewel finally said, girl, is you crazy? You wrong. And she just listened to her like Jewel's mouth was the gospel. I said, girl, crazy. Anyway, she decided that she wanted to throw a DNA reveal party to make up for the girls and to tell them that she's sorry. Problematic. I still don't believe you're sorry. I don't believe you're sorry. I don't, but whatever. Mess. Anyway, moving on. What we didn't know, they actually did a DNA kit on all the girls to find out what their actual DNA makeup was as far as their heritage. So that's what that party's going to be all about. Quad and Simone actually sit down for lunch. And I was glad to see them sit down for lunch. And let me say this first. I told y'all going to be mad at me because, of course, my thumbnail on this video was of Quad. And I said, y'all know, y'all always accuse me of, oh, you think that Quad doesn't do any wrong and she's always right. And no, she's not always right. And she does do things wrong. And I'm going to start off here. And I'm getting ready to tear her ass up. So for all of you Quad haters, I guess you're ready to get your life. But Simone sat there waiting on Quad because they've made it evident that Quad is late a lot. That is an issue. That is an issue, and it has to do with not being conscious or respectful of other people's time, which is something I cannot stand. Now, I'm going to say Simone is better to me, Quad, because we would have never had and they had a really good conversation at their lunch. They had a good conversation and a good lunch, and they cleared up a lot of stuff. We would have never had it because there's no way 45 minutes later I'd have been sitting there waiting on your ass to show up. No God. 45 minutes, Quad? Are you kidding? And I know I hear about the traffic in Atlanta and all of that, but you live there. You already know that. And I know that you could do things on time because you're at the Sister Circle every morning. When I turn that television on at 9 o'clock, your ass is sitting there on the Sister Circle, and you make it to the Sister Circle on time. So I don't want to hear how you can't make it to sit down with Simone to eat. 45 minutes? I didn't think it was really that big of a deal, but it's as we're seeing that, well, the narrative has been built. Baby, you got to work that. You got to do better on that. Now, I ain't going to sit up here and just uphold you on no dumb shit like that. That's just out of order. I wouldn't wait 45 minutes on my mammy to show up to eat. I've been gone. My mother would have came and the table would have been empty as hell, and James would have been there but been gone. I used to actually have that problem with Child. I love him to death. My best friend. He used to be real bad with that timing thing, and that he literally had, when we were in our late 20s and early 30s, that bastard had no respect for people's time whatsoever. And it became a bit of a problem at a point. He got that shit together. Because I don't know what other people were going to do. Me? We're not going to do that. We don't do that shit. That's ridiculous. But he's better now. He's better now. Quad, you can do better. We've seen you. Like I said, you show up for the Sister Circle on time because you know they ain't going to hold a production for that ass. You know that. You be there, you get your hair, your makeup done, and your shit be on point every morning. 9 o'clock, your ass is sitting there with your legs crossed. Look cute, honey. So I don't want to hear that. Now, this is ridiculous. I need you to change that going forward. And then, I'm sorry, you wasn't sorry. Your ass wasn't sorry. You've been doing it. This is what you do. Stop it. Cut it out. Okay, moving on. So, her and Simone talked about the marriage. And they talked about, how they got into it on the boat and all of that. And you can still see that they still love each other, for the most part. They are actually friends, and it was cool. It was like, okay, it's cool. Agreed that it didn't even have to take place there in front of them people, that conversation. But the biggest thing was that she said, she seen some things when it comes to her and Gregory that she was worried about. It kind of worried her. Yeah, it was a good conversation. Good conversation. Good to know that they're still in a good place, that they didn't really fall out. Because, Quad, we got a lot in common. When we fall out, we fall out. Like, when I fall out, fuck you. I don't want to be bothered. I don't care nothing about it. And I can cut you off like that. I can cut you off. And she's very much that way. So I was glad that her and Simone didn't go down that hole. So hold on to that for a minute. Hold on to that for a minute. Okay, let's go on to Jackie and Curtis. Curtis is moving. Him and Molly is moving back in the house. All right, Jackie. So he's back in the house, but he's going to be staying in the bedroom. Downstairs. She's going to stay upstairs. He will stay downstairs. He ain't like it too much, but it is what it is. This is what's being dished out. You're not sleeping in the bed. You're not fucking me. Ugly. Get out of here. You're back in the house, but ain't no fucking going on. So that's that. Whatever. Moving on. Okay. Quad and Gregory. They go and they have this group therapy at their house again. Shall we see? Old Mark was there, honey, with his fine self. The crew got together, and things have not gotten better. things haven't gotten better. And you could actually see looking around the room at the group, their faces were looking like, what are we actually watching here? You know, it was rough to watch. It was ugly. It was ugly. And it was more of the same. But Quad wasn't like doing all the crying and feeling sorry for herself and her situation. She's shutting down. And I don't know why Gregory's not catching it. She's shutting down. She is so over it. She actually even spoke out to him in the confessional. Ain't no motherfucking baby. Ain't no baby and ain't gonna be no goddamn baby. I'm like, okay. You know, it's like, this shit is all fucked up and I'm not bringing no baby into this shit. I said, well, finally. So, you know, a lot of people y'all been after her about this baby thing. Well, she done told him now he ain't getting no goddamn baby. I hope y'all are happy right now. Now what? What is it going to be this time? What is she going to get attacked about this time? Because now she says she ain't having no baby and she told you why she ain't having it. So I guess they'll keep harping on, well, she should have never told me she was going to have no baby. I guess that's what the next thing we're going to do. Whatever. Ain't going to be no goddamn baby now. She just said it. That's that. And it just seems like she's over it. Of course, then, you know, Eugene, the same old, not Eugene. Gregory said the same old. Then he started clowning, get the rolling on the floor and foaming at the mouth, just act clowning, making a joke because he was going to tell her she was full of shit again. He's going to go right down that same road. He just ain't getting it. Shit, he's old. He's old and he's set in his ways. She's fed up. Hell, I don't even know what they're hanging on to at this point. I'm like, I don't even know what to say for the marriage at this point. Like, what we hanging on to for? Because they both were pretty much making each other miserable, as it seems. Again, I still say they're going to be fine. She'll be fine. He'll be fine. Because if this is real reality that we're seeing, and you two can't do no better than this, what the hell are y'all hanging on to each other for? Because you don't have any children. And who in the fuck needs to be this miserable? For what? For what? She got her own money. He got his own money. Fuck this shit. I loved them, you know, I loved that they were together as a unit and they love each other. But damn, if y'all gonna start to hate each other, there's no point in don't touch me and all that. When you get to all that, child, it's time to throw it in. Fuck it. Ain't no need to be doing all that, child, resenting each other. And you don't want to go from where you loved each other to where you literally hate each other. That's an ugly place. Nobody trying to see the War of the Roses in real life, in real time. That's horrible. So that's that for that. If they ain't going to fix it, we don't need to see no more of that. Leave that shit alone. That shit's a mess. Moving on. Contessa and her husband sat down. Her decision has been made. He sat right there. And I got a lot of this in a couple weeks past where people were saying that I watched the program, and surely when I watched, I saw Contessa's husband being very much behind her when she talked about maybe stopping doing medicine. The last time is what I saw. That he was very supportive of whatever decision that she made. And I watched some other people's reviews and they were like, oh, he looked at her like, bitch, is you crazy? I didn't see that. I saw a man that was very supportive, like, okay, if you want to work, work. If you don't want to work, then fuck it, don't work. I got it. That's what I saw from Contessa's husband. And I thought maybe I was going crazy. And here we are about a month or so later. Contessa said, I'm sick of this. I'm at a point where I'm missing out on all the mommy stuff. And when I look at the white coat, I'm starting to resent it. And he told her, what you want to do? I will take care of us. He was very much behind her. And she said she's going to put her 2 weeks in. And her husband was 150% behind her. So I thought I was losing my mind. Like, I didn't see what I saw. I don't know what these other folks that was reviewing saw, but it was like I said in the beginning, he was 100% behind her. Like, okay, fine, hang up the coat. The hell with it. We got money. We're fine. You come on home and be mommy. The hell with it. So They're good. I'm good with it. Okay, cool. No problem. We get to the DNA party. And everything looked very, very nice. Everything was done good. And they decided to go with African garb for the party. Let me say this. Dr. Damon wasn't having a good time in the beginning. I think Dr. Damon didn't like his outfit. He talked about being embarrassed. I didn't go real deep into it, but he didn't like what he had on. So he wasn't having a good time in the first place. Remember that. Everybody else starts showing up. All their outfits were cute for the most part. Contessa rolled in. She had this jumpsuit on, and it was awful. It really was awful. It was ill-fitting. It didn't fit. It didn't have a good fit to it. Quad, you know your ass is out of order, right? You were out of order making fun of that girl's goddamn jumpsuit in your confessional. That's the wrong show. They do that on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all don't be doing all that like that. So that was kind of, I had to side eye you a little bit. But you told the truth. It was a fucked up outfit. But I didn't like the fact that Quad even said, yo, girl, you always up in a one piece. You would throw a shade. And it was kind of unnecessary. That wasn't nice. Wasn't nice. But Contessa was cool. She's like, all right, that's cool. She let it, went right over her, brushed it off her shoulder. But then when you went into the confessional, that was shady. So that wasn't good. Can't get behind you on that one, sweetheart. That was mean. But the shit did fit bad. But you ain't say nothing about nobody else's outfit, so stop it. Toya, we're sitting down there. Toya, and I didn't understand this. They did everybody's reveal. And everybody was on they had eaten. They were having a good time. It was cool. Then Toya takes the mic and she starts to talk. And she goes into this thing of how salty she really was with Heavenly. Toya, we already heard that. We know. We know. But y'all said y'all forgave her. So, why are we going there again? And I didn't understand. I was just like, what the hell? So she goes into that, and Heavenly didn't buy the bait. She's like, okay, cool. And then she turned her sights onto Quad. What the hell just went on here? What in the hell just went on here? She turns on Quad. She's talking about a conversation that the two of them had that was off camera. And I'm listening to her and I'm saying, Toya, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? So apparently the two of you have gone out and eaten or whatever. And in the conversation, you came for her. You can call it anything you want to call it. She is a brand ambassador for BCBG. You bring it up and then throw in her face. And that's what you did. You threw it in her face. I don't know. See, because we didn't see the conversation. So you may have just brought it up in, it was conversation that BCBG had filed for bankruptcy. And basically what I got was that Quad got a little defensive and she came back at you. And what does that mean? I mean, that didn't end everything. Hell, you was fucked up on taxes and shit last year. That didn't end you. And then you end up telling her about how you didn't like what she had to say to you. You thought she's taking a dig at you. And you were so supportive last year when everything was going on with our tax situation that now this is just fake and phony. This is fake and phony. And now, if you were really my friend, you wouldn't throw that back in my face. Okay, so let me tell you what's fake and phony about this. And this is probably when people are going to get mad at me. And I don't give a shit. Just so you know. For the last couple episodes, Toya, what I've been noticing, baby, you act like you want it with Quad. You want to have some type of a issue with Quad, and you got what in the fuck you was asking for. You got an issue with Quad because that bitch turned right back around and told you, okay, so this is what we're going to do. You said some shit to me that I didn't care for. I felt like you were coming for me. Okay? No, I'm not going to apologize to you for how you feel, but what I am going to do for you is we'll do this. We ain't got to talk no more. Boom! Now, for the last few episodes, you've been at this. You've been throwing little stuff Quad's way. We've watched you do it. You're throwing little stuff Quad's way because you're eating 10 miles of Mariah's shit. Now you got what it is that you were looking for. Now she not fucking with you no more. And you know how she go. When she told you she not gonna fuck with you no more, you know your ass is cut off. But in essence, isn't that what you were asking for? Is that not what you were asking for? And then, right when all of this is going on, Dr. Damon, he get on up and he leave. I'm tired of these people arguing. Now, I understand that. Said he's tired of the negative energy. He's tired of all that. I understand that. And he left the whole party. Didn't understand that. He ran out and left the whole party, left heavily and everything. He left. But that was, again, some of that was displaced anger. He didn't want to be there no way. He didn't like his outfit. And he was pissed off about having to have on that African garb. He didn't like that no way. So he was just kind of looking on a reason to get on out. And I guess everything all together, just collectively, it got on his nerves. But that's fine. That's fine. He all right. Go ahead. You left, Damon. But let's go to the next piece that was problematic. So Toya got what she was looking for. You wanted it with Quad, now you're having it with Quad. And Quad didn't even blow up and do the whole, because see, y'all already done caught her, and she done figured you bitches out, and I'm not blowing up no more. I'm not crying over you bitches no more, because you're not going to ever get the chance to throw the tears and shit in my face again. So I'm not crying. I'm just telling you flat out, bitch, I ain't fucking with you no more. And I was here for it. That I know there's going to be people mad with me, but I don't give a damn. I was here for fuck you, Toya Bush Harris. We don't have to talk no more. You don't, fuck you, bitch. Because again, and Toya was going, when she told Quad, you need a job. And Quad started laughing. It was like, I need a job? I need a job? You who can't pay her taxes are telling me that I need a job? And then is where the problem became. Y'all know I love Simone, but Simone, bitch, if you don't get yourself somewhere and sit your motherfucking ass down, you, Simone. No, you ain't how you do it. You, Simone, have sat up here, and people have been saying this for season upon season upon season about you being a flip-flopper. Bitch, if you and Cynthia Bailey don't need to be somewhere in a car riding cross country like, what is their name? What's their name? Thelma and what is the damn name of them chicks? Not Ozzy and Harriet. Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise. I didn't forget that, my grandmother's name and her sister's name. Thelma and Louise. Y'all need to be riding cross country because y'all both full of shit. Flip-flopping ass bitches. You flip-flop and jumped your ass in that. I said, then you all just had a sit down about you getting in that shit with Mariah. Now you up in that shit again. Simone, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then you're going to go into this whole thing about... Simone, what are you doing? I just could not. I was done. I was so done with Simone. I wanted to smack her right in the top of her head and told her, shut her goddamn ass up. Shut up. And again, you're leading the narrative, Simone, Oh yeah, Quad is too. So see, this is what I'm talking about. What? What are you talking about, Simone? So she has to take whatever shit that anybody decides to give her. Anything that anybody wants to say out of the way, Quad got to withstand it. Why is that? Why is it that Quad has to sit and listen to Toya berate the company that she works for? Would you sit and listen to Toya tell you about your medical practice and what's wrong with it? Or what may be going on with it? Would you sit? I'll even make it even better. Would you sit and listen to Toya tell you about, and wait, you didn't. Back up. You didn't. When they told you about buying that goddamn Maserati, you didn't want to hear it. But remember when you were having all the problems with the pay situation with your business? What was that, 2 seasons ago? A season ago or 2 seasons ago? Would you have listened to Toya, of all people? The bitch that couldn't pay her taxes and all that shit? The bitch that had that was renting a big house and couldn't afford it all? Would you have listened to her tell you about your business, Simone? So, and I know you wouldn't with your screaming, yelling ass. So, what makes Quad have to listen to her tell her about BCBG when this bitch ain't got her social security number attached to a goddamn thing pulling a check? What qualifies her to tell Quad about what it is she's doing, and why is it that Quad has to sit and listen to it and not get offended and not say nothing back? Did I miss something? Yeah, I didn't think I did. Shut the fuck up, Simone. Shut up. Because at this point, you still haven't even divulged to the group that you and Cecil are getting a fucking divorce. So boom, goodbye, Simone. Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut up. Anyway, moving on. Then, when that thing's getting too hot, because Toya can't win it, then we got Grimace. And Grimace gets up and says, you know what? This is all ridiculous and I've had enough. I don't like this. I don't like that every time you ladies get together, y'all can't get along. The men, let's all go somewhere else and let them handle that. All the men were in agreement until Grimace said, when you all get together, y'all act like a bunch of niggas. And for whatever reason, baby, that just turned the party. Everybody was so offended. And that was fine. That was fine. But let me tell you what wasn't fine. One thing I can't stand is displaced anger. I cannot stand displaced anger. And Heavenly, you blockhead son of a bitch, you had displaced anger. You were angry at the fact that Damon had left. You were angry at the fact that Toya had actually really brought up the whole thing, because you don't want criticism. You just wanted people to say, okay, we accept your apology. So you're a little angry with the fact that Toya even took little digs at what you had done wrong because you didn't like that shit. But you were really, your real issue was the fact that you were embarrassed. You were embarrassed that Damon got up and he fucking left you there. You were embarrassed. So what did you do? You jumped your ass up. And you went at Eugene. Was you going to jump on Eugene? You all trying to argue with Eugene, you're not going to talk to me, and you carried on so bad, your fucking head wrap and shit is falling off. What was you doing, Heavenly? What were you doing? And then this whole thing of that he ain't allowed to say nothing because he's a man. He wasn't even talking to you specifically. He spoke to the whole group. It wasn't even a thing. And then you went to this, you're a man, and you go talk to another man like that. None of that wasn't even no issue. Like, why are you even trying to take it there? It wasn't no issue because not only a man, he said it to all you bitches in front of y'all's men. The only person's man that wasn't there was yours. Everybody else's man was there. Now, he wasn't no punk, and I don't know why you were trying to to build the narrative that he was a punk. Not only did he say it in front of a man, he said it in front of all you bitches men. So what are you talking about? And at that point, you took on a man role. Y'all steady telling him about don't address these women, but you're over there like you some type of fucking dude. To the point your fucking headscarf and shit is all falling off. You looked crazy. Totally crazy. And you gave all this to a man that you thought you could give it to, because you know you can't talk to Damon like that. Yeah, we see you, bitch. Your dirty slip is showing. Your dirty slip is showing, bitch, because you can't talk to Damon like that because you was mad at Damon. You were mad at Damon and bucking up at Eugene because you knew you couldn't buck up at Damon. Full of shit. Sit your motherfucking ass down, Heavenly. Sit down. Sit all the way down. Ridiculous. He goes out there. The guys talk to him. Tell him you out of order. He like, all right, cool. I wasn't, I didn't mean it like that. Y'all know that. They're like, we know. We know. Everything cool. Anybody else's husband got no issue because they all fucking agreed. But they took him back in. They come in as a whole. He apologizes to the women. Simone, you get ready to try to start beefing up with him. And he told, no, Simone, I ain't going to do that. I ain't back up in here to argue with you. I ain't trying to go back and forth with you. Who are you? You don't address these women and don't call what we say petty. You're right. No problem. Loud bitch. I just came to say I'm sorry. That's it. He wouldn't even give her no play. Simone, I'm going to need you to shut all the way the fuck up for real. Because you just be doing too much. You've been doing too much. You've really gotten on my nerves in the last few episodes. You're doing too much. Too much. But that's that. That was all that kind of happened. We will see what actually goes on to the season finale is next week. I gotta see where this goes. But yeah, I don't like this narrative. I don't like the narrative of Quad has to take the bullshit just because. She don't. And when Simone made that situation, oh, trust me, ain't nobody hating on you, Quad. Are you sure about that, Simone? Are you sure about that? What was the purpose in bringing that conversation up from Toya at all? What was the purpose of her bringing it up when her and Quad were sitting having dinner? And what was the purpose of her bringing it up again? What was that about? What was that about? And she tried to even go back into it, but Quad said, are you okay? When the shit all happened with her husband and that. Are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm fine. But I thought you and I ended on a good note when we were at that. She said we did end on a good note. You came at me and I addressed you accordingly. And that's what I'll continue to do. And not only do I just have the job with BCBG, I have more jobs. She should let you, bitch, you're not, bitch, don't get too comfortable. And bitch, don't try to do me. Don't try to do me. Psh. Okay, that's it. I've talked about this long enough. Don't like the narrative. Don't care for how they tried to do my girl. Because she tried to do her. But you've been wanting it with her. Now, Toya Bush Harris, you got it with Quad. That's what you wanted? You got it with Quad. Now you're taking Mariah's place. Let's see how it works out for you. Y'all go on down in them comments. It's going to be very interesting to see what you all have to say today. I'm all here for it, though. I love y'all just the same. Even when you hate me, I love it anyway. It is what it is. I'll talk to y'all. See you guys in the comments. Later.